aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. Move aside and let the man go through. Let the man go through. If I stole somebody else's wave to fly up, and if I rose up with the avenue behind me, some kind of verb, some kind of moving thing, something unseen, some hand is motioning. To rise, to rise, to rise. Suplex, you must cut clean. You gotta take the elevator to the mezzanine shop. Change in the sun, super bon. Suplex, you must cut clean. You gotta take the elevator to the mezzanine shop. Change in the sun, super bon.
802-333-0483. Oh, that's hot. That's a hot mic. Open lines here on The Jesse Show. That's right. The Jesse Show. Look at that. My name is Jesse, and I come to you live sometimes. Sometimes. We're starting the show soon. I come to you live from the great state of Texas, right outside the city of Austin, nestled deep inside the Texas Hill Country. Today is Friday, November 12th. Listen to this. Welcome to The Jesse Show. Bam! Look at that. Oh, let me get these things off. I don't need them. 802-333-0483. I hope the mic is on. I hope this is working. I'm recording. That's working. My lights, back lights are working. Side light is not working. My voice is all kind of messed up today. But we have a live show. It's been like a month or two. I apologize, everybody. No, that was, let me stop the music. That was Soul Coughing with Super Bon Bon. Soul Coughing led by singer-songwriter Mike Doughty, who is just a fantastic singer-songwriter. I love his voice, some terra firma. It sounded exactly like him, right? I have these allergies. Honestly, the last time you saw me, I was doing, first the Every Single Night show, right? I had this little mic flag going on, the Every Single Night show. I think you can see that. Yeah. And I said, I'm going to bring you a live show every single night. Well, that lasted for 2 seconds. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to bring you a live show every single night. So then I started doing the Every Single Night show every once in a while. And that didn't work. Nothing I do works. That's okay. That's how you learn, right? Isn't that what they say? That's how you learn. I tweeted from at Too Dumb for This. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Be sure and follow along there at Too Dumb for This, because that's how you know if I go live. Or you can, ring the bell, subscribe on YouTube. That's how you know when I go live, because I'm sure you want to know. But yeah, look at this. The Jesse Show. The Jesse Show. That's what we're calling this thing now. It's called The Jesse Show because my name is Jesse and I come to you live whenever I want about whatever I want. That's it. I did for those, because again, we have thousands of listeners all across the world via the World Wide Web, following along on the podcast version, the audio version, the audio only version of this podcast. You can follow along there on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Is it hot in here? A little toasty. And I uploaded some audio there that you can't get on YouTube. Trenton and I from the Too Dumb for This show. Let me get that. Every 15 seconds, I spend another $1,000 launching a new show. But this is the Too Dumb for This show, of course. That's Trenton and I. I don't know if you can see that right there. Yep. For the audio listeners, I'm sure this is a pleasurable experience. But Trenton and I did a 2-hour show. We did a 2-hour Too Dumb for This show. Like a month. Well, we did it back in August. But this week, I just got around to editing the show this week. So follow along there wherever you enjoy podcasts, on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, wherever you enjoy your podcast, because it's there. It's there, and it's a very funny episode. I had a great time catching up with Trenton. I don't, always get to chat with the guy. We always have a good time when we do chat, so I encourage you to head over there and listen to it right now. Just stop this show. Just cancel out of, close the window, and go check it out. Download that on your podcast player. I still drink Waterloo. I know it's been a couple months, but I still drink Waterloo. It's summerberry, although it's not the summer. Feels like the summer here in Texas. It's hotter than hell. I mean, look, I don't know where you align politically. This is not a political show. But we all got to agree on one thing. It's getting hotter than hell. I remember in the 80s, 40 some years ago. Jesus. I remember, it snowed on Halloween. It was very often. Halloween was chilly. And now it's like, I don't know. Do we wear shorts and t-shirts? Thanksgiving was cold. Halloween was chilly. Thanksgiving was cold. And then Christmas, forget about it. Forget about Christmas. If you're not bundled up at Christmas, you're going to turn blue. You're going to be in Russia, they have these things called, the summer bodies or spring bodies or summer bodies, where they're bodies that they just find after the thaw. People just stumble home. They fall into snowbanks, and then they go missing for several months until the snow melts away. And then they're like, oh, there's Todd. What happened to Jesse? Jesse was out drinking a few months ago, and he just never came back. He probably fell into a snowdrift. That's what happened to Jesse. And then, 4 or 5 months later, you see these yellow glasses just hanging out on the side of the road. And they're like, oh, those are Jesse's glasses. Where's the rest of him? Where's the rest of him? And then you see like my little hands, because I have tiny hands for a man. I do. They're tiny hands for a man. But then you see those sticking out, right? And then like, that's Jesse. I can be identified by two things. Most people are identified by their teeth, right? It's like, well, we got to take their teeth and figure out their dental records. Not me. I can be identified by my yellow glasses and my teeny tiny hands. So that's what would happen to me. I'd fall into the snowdrift. And then they would find me months later. No, I do not have COVID. I know that's what you're asking. I don't think I have COVID, but I do have allergies. I spent the last show I did. I think the last Jesse show I did was, this is the first Jesse show. Welcome to the first ever Jesse show. The last Every Single Night show I did was months ago. It was months ago. And then I got hit with allergies. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. 802-333-0483. Open. Should I do that? Should I do a little ticker? Or should you prefer this? Here, let's do that. Open lines, 802-333-0483. That is the Jesse Show. Got to check the ringer to make sure it's up and on. Call whenever you want. Yeah, the ringer's on there. I have a new operating system on this phone. I don't understand how it works. But no, I have these allergies. And I know that's what you're thinking. It could be COVID. No, it's like clockwork every single year. September, October, November. Here in Texas, didn't get it anywhere else. That's not true. I had some allergies sometime in my life, but then they just went away. But in Texas, September, October, November, every single year, I just get smashed with allergies. And it's awful. But yeah, it's 1,000 degrees here in Texas. 1,000 degrees. And I just can't. I can't do it. I can't put up with the heat anymore. I don't know, because I'm thinking, oh, come on, Halloween's over now, right? It keeps getting hotter. We had like a few days where the high was, I think, like 67 or something. And I'm like, ooh, it's chilly. So I break out the jacket. I break out this little jacket. I was so excited because this is a nice jacket, although it looks like a bum's jacket. I have a theory. The more horrible something looks, probably the more expensive it is. All right. So that's my theory. Anyway, I've had my eyes on this jacket for a long time. but it's been sold out online. I don't go into stores. I went to the grocery store for the first time in 2 years last week. That was exhausting. I'll tell you a bit about that. But I've been keeping my eye on this jacket because I want to look like a homeless man. That's what I want to do. I want to look like a homeless gentleman, mainly so I don't get mugged. If you walk around, shit your pants, piss yourself, and you babble and you shake, no one's going to mug you. So that's what I do. I want to look homeless. I want to crap myself. And then once in a while, I'll, piss myself as well. And that's how I prevent from getting mugged on the streets. But no, so I finally find this jacket online from another store. They got an extra large in. Extra large, the only size. So first, you can't find this jacket. Can't find it. I found one in an extra large. And I'm like, well, I have two options. I can either live without the jacket, which God forbid I do that. Or two, I wear an extra large and see how it fits. So I try it on and it's a bit baggy. A bit baggy. Look, I'm not a tiny gentleman. I have tiny hands, but I have a very rotund, a very round, soft, squishy body. So I thought, maybe the extra large would work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. How's the hair look? I am, looks awful. That just looks terrible. Oh, well, I guess I should take the hat off. That's the big reveal. I'm not transitioning. I know you may think I am, but I am not transitioning. And I'm just growing the hair out. I want to be rock and roll. I want to be rebellious. I want to go back to my roots. Rebellious time in my life where I had long hair and didn't care. That's that's how that is. Anyway, hotter than hell here in Texas. Open lines 802-333-0483 every single night here on the Jesse Show. I have these allergies, and for years I've been reluctant to kind of to medicate myself because one, the Benadryl. I can't take Benadryl. I was at my mother's house like a decade ago, and she said, you should take a Benadryl because these allergies are, quite frankly, annoying. No, she didn't say that, but my allergies were terrible. And she said, here, you should take a Benadryl because it works wonders. I said, what will it do? She said, well, it'll, make you feel better, although you might get a little groggy. How about you just take, so she has a little dog, like 12 pounds. And for reference, I'm over 200 pounds, right? She said, I give my dog a little quarter of a Benadryl, and she's great. It helps her. It helps her allergies. She runs around. She's completely normal. And I took the same dose as a 12-year-old dog. And I passed out for 5 hours on the floor. I was on the floor of the living room. I was just hanging out. And next thing you know, I wake up and it's like 9:30 at night. And I'm like, what? That feeling, either you black out drinking or you oversleep through a flight. I've done that before on Christmas Day, overslept on a flight. Or you just you fall asleep. You're just exhausted. And then next thing you know, you wake up like a day and a half later. That happened to me when I took a quarter of a Benadryl. I woke up, my daughter had drawn mustaches all over me. She did. So I that was the last Benadryl I've ever taken. Because I can't be passing out like that. There's too much going on. This house is crazy. We have children running around all over the place. And I have a very high level show to produce. I guess I should check this audio just to make sure, because no one's chiming in here letting me know if I'm. There we go. Audio sounds great. Man, you guys are lucky. I'm here. Wow. I'm making a great show for you, a great podcast, a great live stream. Bam. Lucky little boys and girls. So I got to stay alert. I can't be taking Benadryl left and right. So I got to stay alert. Claritin makes me all twitchy. I took a Claritin one time and I laid in bed just twitching. Just twitching. I have a cough button. See? I should just hit that. But yeah, I just laid in bed all night twitching till like 5 a.m. Then I finally pass out. And then I wake up and I'm like, what's going on? Where am I? Who am I? So I can't take Claritin. I can take Allegra, but Allegra just stopped working. I think they changed the chemical formula on me. It used to work 15 years ago. I had a prescription. And then once they started doing over-the-counter type stuff, OTC they call it, it stopped working. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know why people change their formula. It's like you have something that works and then you have something that doesn't work. And now I'm not going to use it anymore because it doesn't work. So I use it for a few days and I'm like, this doesn't work. And I know back in the day, you're supposed to use it for 5 to 10 days before it works at all. So don't give me any of that nonsense. Don't say, Jesse, you're supposed to take Allegra for like 2 weeks before. I know, I get it. I've done it. And it stopped working for me. Maybe it works for you. So calm down and relax. Then I found the Flonase. Flonase. I found the Flonase, gave myself 2 squirts today. It's one of those things that you put up your nose and you squirt it. Now, you're supposed to do 2 squirts for like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And then you're supposed to do 1 squirt a day. And it's only supposed to be temporary. You're only supposed to use Flonase because I think it's a steroid. I don't know. But it's, once again, over-the-counter OTC. OTC stuff doesn't work. Anything you can just get at a bodega or, get from a gas station isn't going to work. It's just not going to work. So I guess I got to go down and talk to a doctor and get the old shot in my butt. That's what they do. They give shots in the butt. And I'm like, what is it? And no one knows. No one knows what's in it. For all I know, it could cause reproductive harm years later. It could have tracking devices in it. So I don't get it. I don't get the shot in the butt for allergies because I don't know what's in it. I heard it has metallic things in it that track you. Right? Whatever. We could go down that road. We're not going to go down that road. Okay, we're going to go down that road. No. So I don't do the shot thing. I don't know. I guess I should go do the shot thing because every year, listen to my voice. Listen to this. This is not the smoky, dark, musky baritone you're used to. I don't have a baritone voice. This hair is out of control, though. Oh, man, I have deja vu. You ever get that? Now I have double deja vu. That's weird. Somebody's going to call or knock on the door. Weird. I don't know. Oh, somebody calling? Nope. That's a pop-up notification. But I have these allergies. It's just, you don't want to hear, an old man talk about his allergies. I know. That's why I have 0 live viewers right now. I don't get it. Again, I don't mean to brag. Thousands, tens of thousands of worldwide listeners all across the world listen to the audio version of the show. But I can't get I can't get 10 people to tune into the video live stream. It's got to be the face. I think it's the face. So that's really unfortunate. So I discovered the Flonase. You give yourself the squirts. And it works. It works for me. Now, on bad days, again, you're only supposed to give yourself 2 squirts for a limited period of time, and then 1 squirt. The 1 squirt doesn't do it for me. I can't go and just do 1 squirt. It doesn't work. So I kind of do the 2 squirts for an extended period of time. And I don't know if they say you're not supposed to do that. And then if it's really bad, I'll give myself 2 squirts and an Allegra later on in the day. And I think that's acceptable. People say, do your own research, DYRO. And I did my own research, and I saw some doctors online that said it's okay to do the Flonase and the Allegra. So, I will do that until until my balls shrivel up and turn black and fall off. So there you go. That's me with the Flonase. Although I am concerned. Do your own research. I am worried about, I read something about erectile stuff and extended use of certain things. So do your own research. Be careful out there with what you put in your bodies. DOUR. That's what they say. No, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I don't have anything to do. Like last update you heard from me was, I'm not working. I have 0 productive projects. I do a YouTube show that I don't really do. much anymore. And I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed. It's too much. It's too much. You know, like what is it? A callus? You get a callus on your, I haven't had a callus. I don't even know what that is. My hands are sensitive and soft like peach skin. But you get a callus from working hard, and then you can work harder. I think that happens if you just sit around and do nothing. Every little thing is going to exhaust you. Just exhaust you. I went to the grocery store for the first time in 2 years. I mean, look. People say they locked down. Nobody's more locked down than this guy. Nobody. 802-333-0483. That's the Jesse Show. Open lines. So I went to the grocery store for the first time in 2 years, and it was exhausting. Just exhausting. And why did I go? Why did you go, Jesse? Well, here's the thing. We looked everywhere, because again, we buy tofurkeys. I told my dad one time, I said, Dad, I eat a turkey made out of plants for Thanksgiving. He was like, what are you going to do for Thanksgiving? You're going to barbecue? I said, Dad, I'm a vegan. What am I going to barbecue? A carrot? And I said, I eat a Thanksgiving roast. It's called a tofurkey, and it's made from plants. And he started to go, ah, ah, ah. I was talking to the guy on the phone. I said, Dad, what do you do? Ah, don't tell me you eat plants. It just made him vomit a little bit. I guess. I don't know what that's about. So we're looking around. Whole Foods, Wheatsville, HEB. We're doing all the digital stuff. We're doing all the online stuff. We're looking for Thanksgiving roasts because Thanksgiving's coming up, whether you like it or not. Time keeps a ticking, and it's going faster and faster, faster and faster. So we are, we're looking for Thanksgiving roast. Jeff checking in on the YouTube chat. Oh my God, we got a phone call. I don't know. This is not, I'm not going to answer this, but that is a phone call. Jeff checking in on the YouTube chat. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. 512. Who is that? Could be somebody. Could be a listener, but I'm in the middle of something here. So we got, we're looking for a Thanksgiving roast because if we don't have a tofurkey or a turkey made from plants, that made my dad throw up. If we don't have a Thanksgiving turkey or a tofurkey roast, we don't have Thanksgiving. What are we we're just gonna eat mashed potatoes, which I could do, by the way. I could do some damage to a whole bowl of mashed potatoes. I really could. And we can't find mushrooms. Supply chain is all messed up, mushroomed up. You can't find mushrooms anywhere. I don't know if you guys can find mushrooms. I can't find mushrooms. So we looked at all these stores. We couldn't find tofurkeys. Couldn't find any Thanksgiving roast. And we're like, we're getting kind of terrified. And I'm like, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to go into a store. I'm going to have to go into a store and deal with people. I am so not socialized anymore. I don't know what is appropriate in terms of eye contact or no eye contact. Do you stare at people? Do you not stare at people? What is appropriate social distancing protocol? I think it just varies for everybody. What am I supposed to smell like? Look, when I first started doing the every single night show, I was bathing like every other day. It's like once a week now. You are seeing a man in radical decline. Just a few years ago, the top of my game, doesn't get any bigger. It doesn't get any more high performing. And then I just had this gradual slide into nothingness. So I'm like, I gotta go get these for the family. A man will do anything for his family. And I did it. I went to a grocery store. They had all these wipes. So if I'm like touching a grocery cart, I haven't touched a grocery cart in 2 years because everybody started doing home delivery and that's all going away. It's all going away. Amazon sent us an email a month or two ago. They said, that home delivery thing you got used to, we're still going to do it. If you want it, it can be yours. But now we're going to charge you an extra $10, $20. I don't know what it is. It's a lot of money. It adds up over the course of a year because we're ordering groceries once or twice a week. Can't do that. We're not billionaires. We can't eat at Applebee's every single night, right? So we're doing this Whole Foods delivery on a regular basis, and then they start throwing on this $10, $20 extra fee on top of like some kind of delivery service, on top of the tip, on top of blah, 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 blah. It was going to be like an extra $1,000 a year to just get groceries delivered to our house. And said, can't do it. Can't do it. So now I'm exposing myself. All right, so I go to the grocery store for the first time so I can find a Thanksgiving roast for my family. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting. So back to my, you got to build up muscles. You got to build up a callus, And if you just sit around doing nothing, like me, the smallest little daily activity will just wreck you. I got wrecked. I came home exhausted, and I wasn't there that long. I was like supermarket sweep style, I get there and I touch a grocery store cart, and I'm like, this is odd. It was like I was like a baby just exploring, like touching something for the first time. And they have all these wipes, and I just grab it and I wipe everything down, and I just go nuts. I go in there. Some people are wearing masks, some people not. I mean, look, here it's over, right? The pandemic is over. It shouldn't be over because the numbers are people are still getting sick and dying. Nobody's getting vaccinated. 60 million Americans don't even believe in vaccines. I mean, whatever. It can go on and on and on. But the people are living their lives now. And I think people have been living their lives for a very long period of time. No one told me. I did not get the memo that this thing is over and people are living their lives now. They are. Concerts are happening. Astro World, that was a fucking disaster. But no, people are just living their life. They're having fun. They're going to family gatherings. They're hugging strangers. They're going on dates. They're going to restaurants. This is like the before times all over. It's like it's like the Renaissance for some of these folks. But no one told me. I was at a grocery store. I was terrified, just struck with fear that lurking around every corner was a big pile of COVID for me to slip in. Now it was fine. I was fun. It was fun because I enjoy picking out my own stuff. I touched 1,000 avocados. And I know that's probably not what you're supposed to do these days. You're probably not supposed to be touching fruits and vegetables like you did in the before times, right? I did it, baby. I did it. I touched all the avocados. You can't go buy, first of all, great price for avocados, 5 for $4. No, 4 for $5, something like that. Which I thought was a very good price for organic avocados. We get great avocados down here in Texas. That's the one thing I can say that's good about Texas. We get great avocados because we're so close to Mexico. Anywhere else, you got to take these avocados. You got to ship them all over the world. The Mexican avocados, you got to put them on trucks and shit. Here, I get it. That's like right down the street. So I get fresh avocados whenever I want. That's great. Although they are pricey. But I found some avocados with a very good price. And I start touching them all. I'm looking around to see if anybody's going to have a problem with that. No one cares. Because again, to them, this pandemic is over. Which is fine. But to me, it was like the supermarket sweep. I run down there. I'm going through every aisle. It was exciting because I like grocery shopping. I do. I like to see the new brands. I like to see the boxes. I like to look at the logos. I like to see it all. But to make a very long-winded, horrifically boring story short, I found the Thanksgiving roast. They had thousands of them. Thousands. Just all locked up in a fridge. And I'm like, this is where all of the roasts are. I couldn't find them online. People are doing away with all the online stuff. They just are. They're done. First of all, no one's working. No one wants to work. My daughter got vaccinated yesterday. And after that, I said, you can have anything you want to eat, dinner wise. She picked Taco Bell because you can get some great bean burritos at Taco Bell. There were like 30 cars in line and they had 2 or 3 people working. No one wants to work anymore. These restaurants, these hotels, bars, restaurants. I mean, really any job. No one. And look, I don't blame them. I don't want to work. This is my job. This is work to me. So you can't find anybody to work anymore. And so, I found all these Thanksgiving turkeys. I was shocked that they were all locked up. But yeah, all the quarantine stuff is going away. So I bought I don't know how many roasts, more than I needed. I bought a vegan ham, another vegan ham, a vegan roast, another vegan roast, all sorts of stuff that we needed for Thanksgiving. And we can just barely fit it in our freezer. I don't know. Barely. And then I got the hell out of there. But it was exciting. It was exhilarating. But yeah, all the quarantine stuff is going away. Just going away. You can't get anybody to deliver anything to your house anymore without charging an arm and a leg. But that's part of probably they're probably low on help too. Like no one wants to work, which is fine. I guess it's their choice. I say bring on the robots, right? Bring on the robots. Look, if nobody wants to make a taco at Taco Bell, bring on the robots. That's okay. No one has to make a taco at Taco Bell. I bet a robot can make a damn good taco. I bet they can. The taco bot. That's what I would do. I would be investing in. Look, if I'm Taco Bell, I'm teaming up with Tesla. I'm teaming up with Apple. I'm teaming up with Google, and I'm creating the iTaco bot Esla that is like it's solar powered. It has AI. It'll never mess your order up. It will make the perfect taco. Look, if they're listening, Taco Bell, listen to this. Go to Mr. Musk and say, look, forget about the space thing. I know you're excited about the space thing, but the final frontier is the perfect taco. And look, he might go for it. He might go for it these days. I mean, the guy is interesting, right? So he might go for it. And if he doesn't do it, go to Mr. Bezos, right? Just go down the billionaire list. Mr. Bezos is number 2. I'm sure he might be interested in a Taco Bot 5000. So if I'm Taco Bell, that's what I'm interested in doing. That's what I'm interested in doing. It would just be perfect. The perfect squirt of everything, just it all comes from the same tube, I hear. That's not true. That's not true. Oh my God. So I'm exhausted. Because every little thing just sends me over the edge. I get this business sends me a tax document, and they should have sent it to me about 8 months ago before we did our taxes this year, but they didn't. They said, "Oh, here's an updated one. It doesn't affect anything, but you should have sent it to me in the first place," which they did not do. So I reached out to my accountant, and he said, "Well, you should file an addendum." I'm like, "Great, that sounds easy to do. Can you do all of the work?" He said, "Got you covered. Got you covered." So he does all the work. He takes the paper. He does everything you need to do to file my taxes. And then he sends me a message that says, "It's ready for your signature." I'm like, I don't want to do that. So now I have to go to his office and sign papers. His office is not far away. It's about a 15-minute drive, but I still have to go somewhere and get out and go into a building and sign papers. I'm not ready for that. Who's ready for that? But that's not just me. It's my wife and I, right? So we both have to go. And we have one kid in school. We have 2 kids at the house. No one has time to go sign tax documents in the middle of the week. And I don't do anything else. I don't know what I've been doing. And then the vet, I take this, we have this giant Catahoula. For those of who have been paying attention, we adopted a quarantine dog, and it's not working out. She's a great dog, but she's just annoying. She's just annoying and very expensive. She turned out to be a lot bigger than I thought she would be. We're adopting this little puppy. We talk to the adoption clinic, and we're like, she's wonderful. How big is she going to be? I don't know. No one knows. When you ask the question, how big or violent is this dog or annoying is this dog going to be? Suddenly no one knows anything. They act as if you just ask them to, explain quantum mechanics from a fundamental level. It's like, here, can you solve this quadratic equation? They just stare. How big is this dog going to get? That's what they do. They just look around. Can you tell me anything about the breed? Isn't she soft and fluffy? Oh, she's amazing. She's such a great puppy. Oh, that's interesting. But how big is her mom? They just look around. So we get this dog. She turns out to be 60-some pounds. And I'm a small dog person. This dog is quickly making me not a dog person. I'll tell you that much. And I start adding it up. I'm like, this dog is eating a lot. She eats a lot. And because she weighs more, right? Now we have to get the flea and tick medicine in a bigger dose, right? We have 16-year-old Pomeranians. One just turned 16. Sweet little things. They don't do it. They just lay around. They just hang out. They're super nice. This dog is everywhere and everything. She's causing a bunch of damage in the backyard. She's causing a bunch of damage in the house. Like she's scratching people. Like it's just a whole thing. And she's a sweet dog. She's a very sweet dog. I don't want to mislead you there. She's a nice dog, but not a good fit for me. Not a good fit for me. So the little Pomeranians, they get just like this little like I don't even know, rice. Like it's just the size of a grain of rice. They just get like a little dose of this medicine. Not her. I have to wheelbarrow it in. I'm like, here you go. Her name's Rosie. I'm like, here you go, Rosie. Take all this medicine. Throw out my back, giving it to her. And so between that and the food and the vet appointments and I'm like, this dog is costing us no less than $10,000 a year. Add in the damage. I've had to like replace things multiple times. So it's got to be like 10 grand a year. And I'm like, I'm adding up. How long is she going to live? Hey, Google, how long does a Catahoula live?
The life expectancy of Catahoula leopard dog is between 10 and 14 years.
10 and 14 years. Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard the Google, but it's 10 and 14 years. So I'm in my math, my math brain. And I'm like, all right, $10,000 times 10 minimum. This dog is costing us $100,000 minimum. 100 grand. I don't have that kind of money. I have a YouTube show to launch. I'm not making any money. I have AdSense turned off. And then 14 years, God forbid she lives 14 years, right? What is that? Hey, Google, what is 10,000 times 14?
10,000 times 14 is $140,000.
$140,000. Minimum, this dog is costing me 100 grand. Maximum, she's costing me 140 grand. And I don't know what that is. That's like a couple trips to Whole Foods. So like that's really having a negative effect on my family. So every time I look at this dog, I'm like, that's a college education. That's a college education just to like keep you alive and like bothering people. Anyway, the vet said she needs to eat less. And I'm like, great. How much less? Please tell me, am I going to save any money? Oh my God. Amazon started charging for delivery. Everyone's stopping the virtual stuff. My daughter does this virtual martial arts thing and they're trying to get her to stop. They're like, please, will you just come in person? And so we started doing it. We started taking her to in-person martial arts. And it's, I guess good for her. She enjoys it, but bad for me. She tries out all of her moves on me and I'm fairly beat up, but she still does a virtual martial arts experience with them. And they're like, do you really want to keep doing it? And she's like, yeah, I want to keep doing it, but they don't want to keep doing it. Everyone wants to stop it all. Everyone wants to stop all of it. Oh my God. What else? Allergies. Took Flonase. This is not important information. I do want to tell you guys about the Columbus trip. I took a trip to Columbus. Yeah, I'll tell you about that on another show. That's called a tease. But what else do we got to get into? We have a Ron Jeremy update. I think we do. Let's see if we can get this Ron Jeremy story pulled up. We have a good show. This is a good show going on. Yeah, scratch my chin there for you. Let's see. Share screen. Here we go. Stay with me. So we have some updates happening. No, can you see that? Good, you can see that. Welcome to the Jesse Show. 802-333-0483. Open lines every single night here on the Jesse Show. So there we are. Ron Jeremy. This is a brand new story. November 12, 2021. That's today, everybody. Ron Jeremy, women groped and molested by disgraced porn star speak out for the first time. A new documentary reveals the stories of former fans and colleagues of the star of over 2,000 adult films. They call him the Hedgehog, who claim the self-confessed groper blurred the lines between movie set and real life. There's a documentary that follows the fall of porn icon. Porn star Ron Jeremy is currently being held at Twin Towers Correctional Facility in Los Angeles, California, awaiting trial for over 30 sexual assault charges dating back as 1996. Now, if you're familiar with the Every Single Night show, what we do is we've been following this case. We've been following this case from day one. So go back if you want to, check out where we've been. We broke news. We took you to the front lines of this case, of this story. So consider this just an update because this is going to be a very, very big story. It's going to rock the world of entertainment. The charges include a dozen counts of rape, including that of a 17-year-old girl in 2008 and a 15-year-old girl in 2004. Oh my God. Really? Look at that guy. He's not wearing his mask properly. He doesn't care about COVID. Now, for the first time, some of Jeremy's former porn star colleagues have spoken out about the allegations. In a new documentary entitled Ron Jeremy, Fall of a Porn Icon, where can you watch this? Jeremy's supporters, as well as other alleged victims, have told their story. The women featured are not directly involved in the legal case against Jeremy, but say they too suffered unwanted sexual advances from the 67-year-old self-confessed groper. A self-confessed groper. That's what you're looking at right there, ladies and gentlemen. And for the record, I've never heard him describe himself as a groper. I don't know, but that's what it says here. Former adult performers such as Ginger Banks and Alexis Beth Miller told how Jeremy's on-set behavior allegedly spilled over into real life. Banks claims Jeremy felt her up at an award ceremony, and when she mentioned the incident to friends, was told that's just what he does, quote unquote. Afterwards, she began to look into Jeremy's history and found dozens of accounts of him forcing himself on women, often locking them in bathrooms to prevent them from escaping his attentions. Alexis Beth Miller, another former adult star, said, the night that the attack occurred, I was walking towards the front of the restaurant, and in walks my old friend Ron Jeremy. There was one door left, and that door was the door to the bathroom. He then proceeded to pull his pants down and push my head down at the same time. I froze. You can't do that. You just can't do that. She added, in the days after the attack, physically I was sore. Psychologically, I gaslighted myself. At that point, I was just a 20-something porn star. Who would give a fuck? That's what she said. Who would give an F-U-C-K? But producer Jim Powers defended the star of some 2000 adult movies, saying that many of his accusers were jumping on the Me Too bandwagon and trying to get compensation. So there you have it. That is the update with the Ron Jeremy case. We're going to keep following that. I'm going to keep, set the old Google alerts. And then every single day here on the Jesse Show, we will talk about Ron Jeremy. Anytime there's an update. I don't have my little side light working, so this side of my face is probably dark for you. But let's get into one more story here. There's a model addicted to plastic surgery. Let's get into that. Share screen, Chrome tab. Let's see. She can't tie her shoelaces because her boobs get in the way. Model addicted to plastic surgery can't tie shoelaces as 36 double N boobs get in the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to see a 36 double N set of breasts. I don't even know. It's let's see. It's A, B, C, and D. That's all I know. Girls are like, 30, 32C, 34D. 31A. I mean, I don't know. That's just what I hear. This lady claims she's addicted to plastic surgery and she has 36 double N. Double N. That seems very large. Well, I guess we will see. Amber May, 23, from Leicestershire. I don't know. Has been on a mission to achieve her dream body, and she's already splashed an eye-watering 70,000 pounds on her physique. Let's see. What is that? Pounds to dollars conversion. Hey, Google, how many dollars is 70,000 pounds?
70,000 pounds is approximately $93,953.65.
Wait, did you guys hear that? Hey, Google, how many dollars is 70,000 pounds? I forgot it.
70,000 pounds is approximately $93,953.65.
$93,000. So this woman had a decision. She could either have a brand new Catahoula dog that she would spend $100,000 caring for over the course of several years, or she could have 36 double N breasts. And this is what she chose. She spent $93,000, 70,000 pounds on her physique. A model who is addicted to plastic surgery has opened up about spending 70,000 pounds on her dream body. Are those are her breasts? Those aren't real, are they? They're not real. I mean, I guess by definition, we don't know. We just know that she likes plastic surgery. Amber May, 23. She's 23. 23. David Click Photography. I don't know. Let's see. Has splurged thousands on multiple procedures, which include, okay, here we go. Include. So these are fake breasts. They include 36 double-in boobs. The beauty from Leicestershire has already gone under the knife 8 times in the past 5 years. 8 times. Look, I'm terrified of surgeries. The only surgery I've ever had, and I think this is very interesting because I have had my tonsils removed, although I think they're still back there. Every time I open the back of my mouth, I swear I see the tonsils. I swear I do. So I'm like, what did they do to me while I was under? What did they take out? I think it was supposed to be a tonsillectomy, but I swear they grew back, or I swear they're still back there. I don't know for a fact. I'm not a doctor. Do your own research, right? So I did, I had a tonsillectomy. The greatest physical feeling I've ever had in my life was they said, we're about to give you, and then they said some kind of drug name. I don't know what it is, but they said it's a cousin to Valium. And they said, then after that, you'll count down and then we'll take you into so this was before they rolled me into the operating room. It's just like what they give you to chill you the fuck out before you go in and have your procedure. And I was in the pre-op room and they said, we're going to give this thing to you. And they go, bloop. And everything was okay in the world. Everything was all right. And it was amazing. My whole body was warm. My spirit was elated. I didn't have the weight of the world crushing down on me. It felt amazing. And then I woke up and I was like, who am I? What's going on? What's happening? So that was nuts. But I'm terrified to go under because what they do with general anesthesia is they take you down pretty far. And that's what we're dealing with here. She's been down under 8 times in 5 years. Holy smokes. Well, when you're addicted, though, she's addicted. 8 times in the past 5 years. Since then, she's had boob jobs, multiple, I guess, Brazilian butt lifts, 2 rhinoplasty surgeries. Wouldn't you just get one? Like, I don't understand the rhinoplasty thing. Wouldn't you just get the nose you want and then move on? I guess that you're just not happy with it. And a round of buccal fat removal. I don't know what buccal fat is. I was going to Google. Let's see. B-U-C-C-A-L definition. What is buccal? Of or relating to the cheeks or the mouth cavity. Wait. Fat removal. So she had fat removed from her mouth. I guess so. I don't know. The Bombshell. Is she a Bombshell? Has also had 3 rounds of full body liposuction and facial fillers, as well as work done on her teeth. She shares snaps of her body on Instagram, where she has 45,000 followers on her page. Well, I can't find this page. I clicked Instagram and it took me to something else. Amber she funded her 70,000 pound transformation with her OnlyFans page, where she is in the top 0.03% of creators. Look at that. She has an OnlyFans page. I need to get one of those, right? She's sitting here funding her, she's funding her plastic surgery. I need to fund my Catahoula with an OnlyFans account. Let's see. Anything else here? She's not done. She's not done there either. And she hopes to have another Brazilian butt lift, larger breast implants, and another rhinoplasty. Why 3 nose jobs? I don't understand. I don't understand the 3. And why 3 butt lifts? It's interesting. Amber has spent 30,000 pounds on her boobs, 20,000 pounds on her bum, 5,000 on rhinoplasty surgery. That sounds cheap. 5,000 pounds on 2. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't know what the going rate is. And 4,000 pounds on her teeth. The model splurged more than 10,000 pounds on fillers and Botox too. She admitted, I like to look fake. I like looking different. Every surgery I have, I look forward to. It's like a hobby. I felt so much more happy and confident in my body since having all these surgeries. She added, I would say I'm addicted. I look forward to having surgeries. I'm never nervous on the day. I'm always excited. I like the curvy look, and my fans also really like to see me going bigger. I have lots of fans that pay to see my boobs get bigger as well. Now I have expander implants that I can get filled up when I'm awake. I plan to go as big as 4,000 cc's or maybe even more. I don't do it to attract or appeal to people. I do it for me. I like to look different, and that's why I do it. Well, there you go. Let's see. What's your name? Amber May. There you go, Amber May. That's a lot of money. I'm glad you're able to raise that money and fund what you do. But yeah, that's the story there. She has, what is it? 36. Oh yeah, she can't tie her shoelaces. That's the story. She can't tie her shoelaces. That's unfortunate. Maybe she could have, I mean, look, maybe there's like an arm lengthening surgery she could have. Like put an extra bone. That's what I would do. Look, that's what I would do. If I have 36 double in breasts and I can't tie my shoelaces, I'd be like, doctor, take a bone from my legs. It's all adding up, right? Because you want to get closer to your shoes. So I would take the bottom bone, the tibia, the fibula, the mibula, everywhere from the kneecap down. I would take that. I would just grab it, and I'd put it right here between my wrist and my hand. So then I'd have this, the femula, this, the forearmula, and then a whole new bone going from my wrist to my hand. So I'd have 3 total arms tying shoelaces, piece of cake. There you have it. That's been the Jesse Show. It's Friday, November 12, 2021. Thank you so much for tuning in. 802-333-0483. We do have open lines every single time we do the show. Follow along on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Too dumb for this. Do I have the jesseshow.com? Is it? I think we have it. Yeah, www.thejesseshow.com. Hit that to follow along. Follow on Twitter. You can sign up for my newsletter as well. So it's been great seeing you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will catch you on the flippity flop. You guys have a good night. I know I will. Bye-bye. Damn it. Hit the wrong button.
Let's do it to it, honey.
The Pope takes a poop and the president too, and the fancy grand banker in his 3-piece suit. The big fat general and all of his troops. The truth of the matter is everybody poops. The famous brain surgeon has to leave his lump, and the high-priced model has to stop for a dump. But can the sides of Canada can't throw away the truth? Cause even if they don't admit it, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than 2. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Some days it's easy, other days it's hard. But if your system's working, thank your lucky stars. Nobody talks about it, not a word is said. But if you're not pooping, then it means you're probably dead. The destitute and homeless have to do it, it's true. But even all the wealthy people gotta make do. And if you live long enough, it's happening to you. Sooner or later, everybody poops. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Sure things number more than 2. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody